Hello everyone and welcome to Sharp Dress Gaming. I'm your host Richard and today we're here with a special edition of Pokemon TCGO. It is the Hoenn Hype Train Pokemon TCGO. Now, looking at this deck, it might not seem too Hoenn Hype Trainy, but there's a few Hoenn Pokemon in there. Originally, I was going to do a Milotic Shift Tree deck, but I just couldn't get it to work. I know there's decks that work with it. It's just not my playstyle, I guess. So maybe we'll try it out later if I can think of something good for it. But no, not right now. But I do love Flareon decks. So what I did was do a Milotic Flareon deck. So we're going to take a look. Of course, we do have Flareon. Flareon's main attack that we're going to be using is Vengeance. It's 20 plus 10 for each Pokemon you have in your discard pile. Now, you may be like, why do you want Pokemon in your discard pile? That sounds stupid. Well, if we look at Milotic, while Waterfall is not that great of an attack, Energy Grace, its ability, once during your turn before you attack, you may knock out this Pokemon. If you do, attach 3 basic energy cards from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon, excluding Pokemon EX. So, what you do, you get a few energy cards in the discard pile, basic energies, of course, and then you save up Flareon who has no energies on it, and you want to get a little powered up with Vengeance. You kill off this Milotic, though you give your opponent one prize card. Flareon gets plus 20 because of Feebas and Milotic, and then you can get energies on it as well. So that's going to be the main point of this deck, is to kill off Milotics, to power up Flareon. As sad as it is, because we love Milotic here on Sharp Dress Gaming, but unfortunately, this is the only kind of Milotic we have to work with right now, is the one that kills itself off for the benefit of other Pokemon. So that's the main point of this deck. We also have an Espeon in here, just for super effective damage on Psychic types. We have, that's another Flareon. We have a Leafeon. Energy Crush is just a great attack. Only 1 energy, and it does 20 times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. I have 4 of the Plasma Freeze Eevee. Now, people have been starting to use the other Eevee more. I love that other Eevee. But for this deck, since we'll usually be attaching a DCE or Psychic Energy, we don't always want to evolve into Espeon. We want Flareon, and there's really no benefit to using that other one since we don't have Fire-type energies in this deck. And this one also has 10 more HP, so just for HP purposes, I'm using the Plasma Freeze Eevee instead. For other Pokemon, we have a Kyurem. It has that Outrage attack, 20 plus 10 for each damage counter on it. So just good for like Landorus and other things that are weak to water like Reshiram and Charizard. And then also for some more Hoenn Hype, we have Deoxys EX in here. Deoxys has the Power Connect, so it increases Team Plasma Pokemon's attacks by 10 for each Deoxys, and of course that means all of our evolutions, Flareon, Espeon, and Leafeon, will get that power boost. We also have Dedenne in here. Dedenne is just good for like Eviltals, that kind of stuff. I thought about Zekrom, but I figured Dedenne probably a little bit better. And I also have Druddigon in here for revenge attacking. Revenge actually works if you do the Milotic ability. So you can knock out Milotic, power up Druddigon, bring Druddigon up to hit hard. So it works out pretty well. So that is our Pokemon line. We also have 4 Battle Compressor. We just use this to discard Pokemon to power up Flareon. We have 1 Colress Machine. That's where if we want to attack with Deoxys, we can put that on there, play the Colress Machine, get Deoxys powered up. We have 1 Computer Search, more discarding of Pokemon. Enhanced Hammer, we can knock off some special energies, and since a lot of decks play those right now, it's pretty nice for keeping Flareon safe for a while. 2 Evo Sodas to get our Eevees evolved. 1 Professor's Letter to get our energies, so we can either discard them or use them, because those energies do need to be in the discard pile for Milotic to use. Ultra Balls to discard Pokemon and energies. Colress, 1 Colress to get our Pokemon to shuffle. 1 Lysander, 3 Ends, 4 Professor Sycamore, one Mountain Ring, I believe, in here. Yeah, one Mountain Ring just to kind of have a counter stadium and to protect our bench Pokemon. And then we have 3 Muscle Bands, 2 Silver Bangles, only 1 double colorless. Usually I like to run the 4 for Flareon, but because we are trying to use Milotic, I decided to go with a smaller double colorless line. Only 1 Plasma Energy for that Deoxys, since he isn't our main attacker. We aren't going to be using it all the time. And then I have 8 Psychic Energy. So maybe you could drop a Psychic Energy for a double colorless or something. I don't know. This deck has been working pretty well for me, so I like this list as of right now. I'll probably change it up. But as always, folks, with any deck that you see here on this channel, this is not the only way to make it. I'm not saying this is the best way to make it. I'm just saying this is the way I made it for right now, and I've liked how it's worked enough to make a video for it. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comment section, or if you want to see any other kind of decks, leave them down in the comment section as well. But again, this isn't the perfect deck. This is just a way I have seen working for me. So we are going to try a battle with this. We're going to climb aboard the hype train. We're bringing a few Pokemon from other regions, but it'll be fine. We'll have a grand old time with them as well. But we will see you with a battle in just a moment here. Alright guys, so we have our battle here, and we do get the coin toss. With this deck, I suggest going second. That's going to be the case with most decks. We should go first. Because we're trying to get that evolution off. And that is going to be the case with most decks. In this case, I am going to lead with Phoebus. Just because it's never a bad idea to lead with Feebas while you're trying to power up your EVs. I am going to put both EVs down. We are going first, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we got that. So now we have a Deoxys. Unfortunately, we didn't get any supporters. So we aren't going to be getting too many energies. But what I am going to do, I'm going to use Battle Compressor to get rid of 2 energies for sure. And then I also want to get rid of... We saw Kangaskhan. So this is probably a fairy deck or just a straight Kangaskhan deck. So we're not going to be too concerned with... I think Espeon will be fine to get rid of. Let's get rid of Espeon. So we're going to get rid of 2 energies so we can get a Milotic and a Flareon going next turn. But other than that, we can't really do anything right now. So let's see what's going to happen here. Even if we do get Flareon next turn, it's probably only going to be doing 50 damage to a Kangaskhan, which is not good, because Kangaskhan is a threat. But let's... Yeah, Rocky Helmet as well. Rocky Helmet is super annoying. Okay, so we don't see anything other than the Kangaskhan still. And we do get a computer search, so that kind of makes me not want to get Milotic up yet. So we are going to evolve into Flareon, and then I'm going to actually computer search for an N, because it did, the Kangaskhan did just triple draw. So that will get rid of its what it just drew, and it'll also give us a new hand of 6. So that will be very nice. Alright, so we don't really get anything too crazy off of that. We do get a Dedenne, which I think will work out well because this Kangaskhan is going to want to get a lot of energy on it. And the question is, do I want to power up a Flareon right now, or do I want to save it? I could actually get a Deoxys going right now, which is what I'm going to do. I'll put up the Psychic Energy and the Chorus Machine saying, hey guy, if you want to kill my Phoebus, you're going to have to deal with a Deoxys. So do what you want. Do what you want with my body right now. So let's see what this guy is going to go for with his Kangaskhan. We still haven't seen any other Pokemon, which kind of concerns me. There is a Darkness Energy and a Charizard. Okay, so, at the beginning, the types were normal, dark, and fire, because it shows you what types your opponent's deck is, which is kind of cheap, really, for TCGO to do that. But, hey, what are you going to do? So we see the Stoke Charizard. I'm going to actually bring him up so we can see him. Stoke is, if you flip a coin of heads, you search your deck for 3 basic Pokemon, and then, of course, Fire Blast, Does the 120, discard an energy attached. So I've seen this deck around. Oh, he's gonna Lysander, huh? Who you... Get out of the way, Lysander. Who you... What? Get out of the way. He Lysandered up the Deoxys to get some early damage off on it. That's fine by me. That means I get to save my, who's it called? So we're going to Muscle Band Deoxys. I'm going to throw down a Mountain Ring just for good measure. I don't think we'll need it in this game, so I'm not too concerned with throwing it up. We will throw up a Phoebus, and I think... Let's put a Psychic Energy onto Dene, and then I'm going to Battle Compressor, get rid of some more Pokemon to keep powering up these Flareons. We will get rid of one Eevee, one Milotic, and actually Leafeon could be of use to us this game. So I will get rid of... No, Kyurem will be good too. What else should I get rid of is the real question. I guess another Energy or a Phoebus. Let's get rid of a Phoebus. So there's 3 more Pokemon for Flareon to use later. And then we are just going to attack with Helix Force, doing 140 damage, so we will be able to take out this Kangaskhan next turn. Because his Kindred Kick is going to take out my poor Deoxys. But we are seeing the Yveltal. We're going to want to keep the Dene around, so we aren't going to attack this Kangaskhan with the Dene. Hopefully we get a Milotic next turn to be able to attack with Flareon, which unfortunately will mean Flareon will go down after that. And we see a Malamar EX and a Darkrai. Okay. So he might even retreat this Kangaskhan, which he probably won't because nobody else is able to attack right now. Yeah, he does just go for the Kindred Kick, which will easily take out Deoxys. Actually, I don't think he would have taken us out if he wouldn't have gotten the heads on that. But, you know, it happens. So I will bring up Flareon. We will get another Deoxys. And now I have to decide if I want to go for the N, the Colress, or the Juniper. I think Colress is our best bet because we will get 9 off the Colress. And N doesn't really disrupt. We do get the Ultra Ball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Leafeon on that Eevee. Just because I think it'll be really nice. So we'll play the Psychic Energy on that Leafeon. And then I'm going to Enhanced Hammer the Yveltal. Even though that gets rid of his energy for Dedenne, that may save our Leafeon, or our Flareon, sorry, for longer. And we have 2 Evisodes. Good thing I noticed that, because I was about to Ultra Ball for these Milotics. And that would have been a waste of our time. So we will get 1 Milotic. We will get 2 Milotic here. So we are set up with Milotics. We don't want to kill both of them off right away, because that would just be dumb. And I could throw Silver Bangle on Flareon now. I don't really want to, because that is just an easy Starling Megaphone target. So we will Energy Grace, get 2 energy, I guess 3, we have to, and put them all onto Flareon. And even though Flareon can't use them, it makes us take all 3, because it's common knowledge that 3 energy is in our discard, so we have to take all 3 of them. And then we can just attack for Vengeance, hitting for 100 damage currently, so we have to keep that in mind as we continue forward in this game. I'm just trying to think what we'd have to do to take out a Yveltal next turn. Because we're doing 100 damage. If we attach a Silver Bangle, it'll do 130 damage. Because this Yveltal is not attacking us this turn. 130 damage. We need 40 more. So we'd have to get rid of Eevee and Druddigon and 2 more Pokemon. No, wait. Oh, wait. Deoxys already got attached this turn. Okay, so Malamar is going to put us to sleep. Unfortunately, don't have any switching cards in this deck, which is one thing I kind of overlooked. But, hopefully that won't be a problem here, as he manually attached to Malamar, and currently I don't think he has a way to move that off of Malamar, so hopefully we wake up here. We do not. So Flareon's just going to have to sit there this turn. I will play Eevee. And then we are going to Ultra Ball or N. I kind of want to get rid of Druddigan now, but I don't want to waste an Ultra Ball. This is a tough joint. I'm going to play N, just because we can Ultra Ball. We can use that Ultra Ball later to get a Flareon. And then this will also bring him down a few cards. So there's our Druddigan again. And we do have Silver Bangle. So I will just end the turn here. We will wake up, so again, Yveltal can't attack this turn unless he, for some reason, has an energy switch in his hand, which he possibly could. That's probably why Malamar is, in fact, in this deck for annoyance purposes. Does he have the energy switch? He does not. Alright, so we can live at least one more turn. This turn, I will attach the Silver Bangle. Check my deck to see how many cards are in it. Enough that I could Sycamore this turn. And we do have Kyurem, Flareon, which I will play this turn. And I will start powering up Flareon just because I don't want to rely on killing Milotic. Because if we do that and end up not having, or end up that would give him the game, then we're kind of out of luck in that point. So here I will just attack Revengeance. It won't be enough. It'll only do 140. We were 30 short, unfortunately. But I don't think at this point we could have gotten 30 more anyway. Just because I think Kyurem is our last Pokemon that we have left. So maybe a few more Pokemon in this deck would help. And again, this Milotic giving us 3 energy is probably going to be our downfall. Because Yveltal is 20. He has 60 more. Yeah, I mean, even that extra energy wouldn't have really mattered because we already had 20 on us. But in this case and instance, because we have 2 more, now Flareon is doing quite a bit more damage here. I will play the Psychic Energy, and I will play a Kyurem. I will attach a Silver Bangle because he has only EXs on the field right now, so that means we are hitting hard everywhere. We are hitting for 160 damage right now. That means if we want to take out one of his EXs, whichever EX comes up, because none of them will be able to attack this turn, except for Malamar, possibly could. But even then, Malamar would have to hit 2 heads. He could possibly keep us asleep, which would suck. Or unless he gets a DCE, he could go for 3 coin flips, and he'd still have to get 2 heads. So it really comes down to chance right now. If he doesn't get the 2 heads and he doesn't keep us asleep, we win. Is what the outlook of this is. He's going to Lysander. The Dedenne. He does Sterling Megaphone, unfortunately, but we can still do this. Okay. Because he is not able to attack us, I can just retreat back into Flareon. We can Muscle Band the Flareon. And then, let me count the Pokemon we have in here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So we're getting a 100 boost from the discard. We do 20, plus 20 more, 140, 150. Malamar only has 170. We just have to use Milotic's Energy Grace to knock itself out. And I believe we have this game, folks. So Milotic, the whole... I mean, I don't want to speak too early. But I believe we're gonna power up that Dedenne. I tell you what. I mean, heck, let's give Dedenne a double colorless energy while we're there. I believe Milotic just gave us the game. Vengeance, 470 damage, perfect amount. Milotic, the Hoenn Pokemon, the one that needs the Mega. Game Freak, there better be a Mega Milotic because it just won that game for us. So thank you guys for joining us in this battle. That was crazy. Let me tell you what. But again, guys, if you want to see a certain deck, let me know in the comment section below, especially Hoenn decks, because we have one more Pokemon TCGO coming to you this week for Hoenn Hype Train Week. And also, if you have any suggestions to make this deck better, let me know, because I love playing this deck. And if you can make it better, let me know, and I would gladly take the suggestions and put them into action. But thank you guys for joining us. Be sure to be checking out all the Hoenn Hype Train videos throughout the week. There is a playlist in the description below, as well as a playlist to our other TCGO videos. And we'll see you next time. Choo choo!